Despite a lot of encouragement, despite political freedoms and psychological exhortations, we suffer still, most of us, in silence. We don't quite say, until it's way too late, what's wrong, what we want, how we're angry, what we're ashamed of, and the way we would like things to be. It shouldn't perhaps really be a surprise how hard the speaking up continues to feel. For most of the history of humanity, speaking up was about the most dangerous thing an ordinary human could do. There were mighty superiors above us who demanded complete obedience and were strictly uninterested in anything we might have to say. Speaking up would have got one flogged, excommunicated, or killed. Democracy is at best some 250 years old, and our psychological development has a habit of lagging far beyond our social realities. Long after a war is over, we respond with the fears of the hunted, and centuries after the last feudal lord moved into an apartment in town, we behave with some of the meek humility of the cowed serf. In personal life, similar principles of submission have applied. Throughout history, a good child did not speak up in any way. If we were sad, we just cried softly in our pillow at night. If we mistakenly spilt some ink, we'd immediately try to hide the evidence. An adult doesn't have to be an outright bully to disable a child from speaking. If they're often on edge, preoccupied by matters at work perhaps, or if they seem depressed and close to breakdown, or have elevated yet rigid ideals of who their children should be, then a child might as well have a belt around their mouth. So, most of the years human beings have been on this planet, it's been a story of festering, of sulking, of bitterness, of suppressed rage, of bitten lips, and of saying openly nothing. Only very recently, in the last second from an evolutionary perspective, have we awoken to the possible benefits, and sometimes necessity, of speaking up. We know that it's good in offices if people lower down an organisation speak to those at the top. We know that it's good in love if partners who feel aggrieved and sad about something, however small and petty it might sound, speak up so as to be able to feel affection and desire once more. We know in families that it's good if children manage to tell their parents they're not interested in certain sorts of jobs or can complain if they're feeling mistreated. But the legacies of our unfreedom are everywhere to be seen. We smile a little too readily. We try a little too hard to appease. We are a little too slow to articulate a hurt. We aren't in this respect just being nice. We're scared and ashamed. Our friendliness is born not out of choice, but out of an inability to dare to cause upset. To learn to speak up requires two rather odd-sounding things. Firstly, a recognition that at some level we're afraid that if we speak, we will be killed. It sounds odd and humiliating, but that's how little children feel when Dad has slammed the door or Mum has said enough times, "You'll be the end of me." And it's in the childhood imagination that our picture of what will happen if we speak are first formed. And secondly, we need to acknowledge in our mature moments the adult truth that we will not, after all, be killed if we speak, because enough people have already died on our behalf to guarantee us the freedom of speech and our right to cross town and start a new life somewhere else. We need to turn what is already enshrined in law into what finally feels believable to us psychologically, that we do bravely have the right to speak up.
At the School of Life, we believe that confidence is a skill we can all learn. Our confidence prompt cards are designed to help us master this essential skill. Click now to learn more.